Hi, I'm Ishwarya, and today we are channeling messages from your spirit guides. And this is my first pick a card reading. So, today we have three doors, which you have already seen on the thumbnail, but here it is on the screen. So, there is door number 1, which has 58 written on it. Then there is door number 2, which has 28 written on it. And then there is door number 3, which has 12 written on it. So once you have chosen your card, we can go and channel your reading. We have lots of cards, lots of oracle cards and homemade cards, and let's get to it. Hi, pile number 1. Your door is door number 58 and it is blue in color, so kindly look at this. The door has cactus plants growing beside it, and it has lamps on both sides, and it is a locked door, which I did not notice before. And the door has some wear and tear from years of being used, and definitely some water damage at the bottom. Yet it is a beautiful door. So from the image I can say that you are ready to leave behind whatever that is holding you back. So this is definitely you closing the door on something that has served you well. It might also suggest that you're going to move soon, which is very likely based on the door is locked, and it shows like it could be someone's family home from a long time ago, and now you're moving on. So yeah, based on the image you chose, there is a distinct possibility that there is a move in your life that you're about to take soon. But now let's get into the cards. So first we get a theme card, which is an oracle card, which sets the theme for your readings. Oh, it is Capricorn. Yep. So definitely that move thing this is a confirmation, because Capricorns are very ambitious people, and it is a sign which is January. Yeah, there is January, so there is definitely a start, and when there is a beginning, there is definitely is an ending. So there it might be an indication that there is an ending coming, since you're closing the door on this thing that you have had for a really long time, and there is a new beginning coming. And Capricorn also suggests that you are in complete control of it, like you have thought this through, that this opportunity you have been preparing for it for a really long time. So let's move ahead and look at our tarot cards. We are going to get 3 tarot cards, or as many as the spirit likes to give us. I love how everything just comes together. So this is Capricorn, which I'm gonna put here. So this is 9 of Wands, and in this card she represents I cannot remember the name, but I definitely have the book here, but it is kind of like Cinderella, and where she is leaving behind everything that she has known all of her life. She's burning those bridges and moving on with just one faith, that is this doll which was given to her by her mom. So yeah, you have thought through, and this is definitely the right decision. If your question was, should I move? Yes. Should I move on? Yes. Should I start something new? Yes. So moving on, there are 2 cards and 3 of coins and 6 of wands. So here is the thing. You have not only thought through everything that this opportunity presents to you and how you're going to manage this. It is also about how and in which direction you want your character to go. And when I mean character, it means like if you imagine that you are a character in a movie or a book series, where would you go? Like you are a person, you have built a character, you have your thoughts, your beliefs, your ambitions, your desires that drive you. That makes you kind of predictable, and that's why we are here, to predict your future. And that shows that you are a leader, or you're about to lead something, and this is the right way, this is the right path for you, because where you're going is gonna need all of your talents, and you have been preparing for it for a really long time. And it also suggests, I'm being shown that door again, that where you have been is kind of like when a plant sits in a pot, in the same pot for years or for months, and someone who does not understand plants waters it, and then its roots starts to rot and it cannot move. And that's how you have started feeling now, and this is why you need to move. And 3 of coins also suggests that there are other people, like maybe, no, it's definitely your soul family. You're going to meet these people who are going to learn from you, and you're going to learn from them. You're going to give and take. It is an economy of energies, and this is where you're supposed to go. And wherever you're going is the right place. Do not second guess this. And if you're second guessing it, just know that no path is the wrong path unless it is illegal. I just have to say it. I'm a trained lawyer, and that is what it is. And let's get more cards so that we have more clarification. We are just clarifying everything. So let's get more cards. It's High Priestess. Okay, so what we have here is High Priestess and the Chariot, and wow, so they are saying your intuitions are guiding you, and they are not just guiding you, they have grown really strong, and wherever you are going is exactly where you need to go, and everything would be presented to you. Think about this. If you are if a multinational company offers you a job and they are like, we'll provide you the housing, we'll give you the benefits, we'll give you this and that and medical benefits, and you're like, okay, so all I have to do is come and work for you, because they are making it easy for you so that you can bring your value to them. It is the same way here. Everything would be presented to you. All you have to do is take the first step and be ready to move, because when you move, everything would be offered to you. The opportunities will just open up. You have to have the right mindset. That's it. That yeah, good things can and will come in your life, and there is nothing that can go wrong. And if there is anything that can go wrong, you're strong enough to handle it, because half the time that's what life is. You have to just go along with whatever happens and just believe that you're strong enough to face it all. So let's get our homemade card. Oh my god, this is so cool. This is perfect. Okay, here's the thing. Your mind must arrive at the destination before your life does. I mean, what are the odds that things would just Like this is such a, what is the word, synchronicity. This is such a synchronicity. Like wherever you're about to go, you have to reach there first, and you have been preparing for it all along, because that's what your reading has been telling you. And they are saying that you have already reached the destination, so your life is about to fall into place because you have started believing in yourself. Also, this is just a good advice for future when we all have bad days. It's just part of life. So in those days, just remember, your mind must arrive at the destination before your life does. So that's all we have for today, pile number 1. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. You chose the white door with the number 28 written on it. And before we begin, let's decipher the image and see what we can see from it. So here's the picture. The door is white and it has steps leading up to it, and above 28 there is written Banham, and there are more numbers 071, 385, and separately there are repeating numbers which are 33 and 22, which are definitely angel numbers. And the wall changes colors just after it leaves the door. It becomes purple, which definitely has some indications. And I've seen these kinds of homes, so I definitely know that on the left side there is a stairway that goes into the basement, and there is also a window visible on the right hand corner. There is a lot of changes that is gonna come in your life, and these are not new changes. These are the changes that you have been getting indications for. Like, I can get a distinct feeling that you have been getting indications that definitely something is about to shift, something is about to come in your life. Wait, look, there is this stairway that is leading to the house, and the window is also visible. I wrote this story once where there's this girl who visits her friend at his house, which was given to him from her relatives, and the gist is that they have been childhood sweethearts and they marry each other in the end. It is the short version, but a whole lot of trouble gets in the way of that story happening and coming true. And that story just came in my mind the minute I started looking at this door and this image. So yeah, look, there is of changes, a lot of changes that is coming in your life. Definitely a lot of changes are coming in your life, and I can say 70% would be positive and the 30% would be the learning lessons. Yeah, so let's get your cards out and see what happens. Do not panic, because changes are good. Because we are not trees and we cannot stay at one place for all of eternity. We have to move, we have to change, we have to learn our lessons and be human. So let's get a theme card, which is our oracle card. Okay, so this, I don't usually do this, but let's get this card as well, because you've already seen it. So it's a review, retrograde, and moon perspective. So we have two oracle cards for you. We got only one for pile number 1, and then let's get our tarot cards so that we have the whole reading on the table before we start talking. So we have gotten all your cards out, and it is Moon Perspective, Retrograde Review, the High Priestess. This is shaping up to a good reading. The Sun, Nine of Swords, and then we have smaller cards, the Wheel of Fortune, and Two of Coins. And we also have our homemade card that says, do not let them tell you you're not ready. I'll tell you the gist of it. Look, as we have already deduced that a lot of changes are coming in your life, and these are life-changing, like literally life-changing changes, and they are not always bad. Most times they are welcome changes. Like, you have always wanted to move and finally you get to, and then suddenly an opportunity shows up out of nowhere, and you have always wanted to do that thing and it is just given to you. The changes are not bad, but here's the thing, those changes are standing at your door. They are literally standing at your door, like those steps. They walk up, and in that story as well, she just comes with the guy is not ready to have the love in his life. So it's like the changes are there. They are standing at your door even now, but you are not letting it in because mentally you are not prepared. You have this thing in your head that says anything that comes after this is gonna be ruined. Like, no, I don't want to change, or what if it gets worse and worse and worse? Even though this reading is so positive, I keep getting this feeling that I have to reassure you that this is not bad, and this is definitely not my feeling, because I thrive on change. I literally thrive on change. Like, I am the person who is the most dramatic in my group, so that is not me, but this is you, and I do not mind reassuring you that this change is a good change, a welcome change, but it cannot come in unless you let it. Yes, do not let them tell you that you're not ready. Sometimes it's other people's opinions that is telling you that you are not good enough, or you cannot do this, but you can. Nobody can learn in their mom's womb. They have to come out, get birth, and have a life, make mistakes, and then learn, and then become experts. Life does not happen in one day. We are given so many years to live our life because we are supposed to make mistakes and learn from it. We are supposed to have multiple things come in our lives, and we are supposed to experience so many things. That's what makes us human. And your life is about to change, and it is a good change. Like, the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. There is only one thing you have to tell yourself: anything that happens after this, it's the best. This year is going to be the best year of my life, because you're scared. You keep on thinking, what if this, but what if this happens, but what if it's something else? Like, you're so afraid of the good times ending that you don't let those good times enter your life. And they are literally ready. They are at your doorstep. They have arrived. And that's what you need to remember right now. They are here. It is all in your mind. Whatever that thing that is in your head, get therapy. Talk to a friend. Work through it, meditate, visualize, no matter what it takes. Everything is there, and it is about to come in your life because it is fated for you. The only thing that is not ready is you. So you have to make yourself ready in your mind. So there are a few affirmations that I would suggest that you say, because you keep on predicting your future based on what has happened in the past. You're not the past person. And if you don't want to be that past person, you have to. Okay, let's say this now. Things can always get better. it only gets better after this. Things keep on getting better and better and better for me. I cannot believe how much better my life has gotten since that dash thing happened. So that is your reading. Review yourself and tell yourself what you want to achieve in your life. Believe that it can happen and let your intuitions guide you. Your life is about to change and you have to welcome that change. If you don't, it might hurt. It will of course turn into great things, but if you're not ready to welcome it, it will take the long way to you. So if you can, please prepare yourself now for the good changes in your life. So that was all we had for you, pile number 2. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next one. Hi, pile number 3. Your reading is hours and hours later than the introductory part and the other piles, because there was a lot of interference, and then I ran out of battery, and then I ran out of storage, and then when I did do a reading, it got deleted. So this is a fresh start and I'll let you know all of it. Okay, so first of all, here's your image. Here's the image that you chose. It is a green image, which is my favorite color, and it says the number 12, which is the sign, which are the number of zodiacs, and 12th sign is usually the Pisces. Also there is, I did not notice this at first, it also says Bami on it, and your door is more distinct than other piles' doors, because it's more of a doorway and there is no door in sight, but there is another door near it which is closed. The window is barred and closed, and there is another gate next to it that is closed, and only there is one doorway which there are stairs that lead to that doorway, and yours is the only image where there is a person there walking near it. So far your image suggests that you are going through an identity crisis. I do not use this word very lightly, but that is what is coming through. You are going through identity crises because everything that you have ever known doesn't feel right anymore. Anything that you have identified with before this does not feel like it is true, and it is not necessarily a wrong thing or a bad thing, because if you have low self-confidence and you have always thought that you are not worthy, but suddenly you feel you do something or something happens and that makes you feel like maybe I have been wrong. So there are so many doors that are shut in your face, but there is only one path that you can go to, and you have to climb up to get there. So yes, there is definitely identity issues that you're facing, and your paths are changing. You are starting to question everything, and you're definitely shifting your perspectives. So now let's get your theme cards, which I actually put oracle card first, which sets the theme for your reading. So let's get into it. Also, the previous video getting deleted and all the interruptions also suggest the same thing, that everything that you have ever known so far is not gonna be true anymore. Like, you're literally shifting timelines, it feels like. Ooh, nice. This is really nice, because before this the theme card was sun, clarify, but this time it is just sun. So this is a great thing. So let's get to the tarot cards. I'm very excited for your reading because I really have high hopes for this reading. Wow. And we have some homemade cards for us, so I just go through one and pick one. These are just the quotes that I have liked or thought about it, and I also have another channel where I do post motivational quotes, so that is what we have here. Okay, so your homemade card is protect yourself. Protect your own self, kid. You haven't found anyone yet to stand in front of you who can defend you, or someone behind you who can have your back. So you got to do it all on your own. Okay, so far this is really good. Look, your theme card is the Sun card, and this is the most positive card of this deck. Sun is the actual our star around which all the planets revolve. Okay, so it is the life-giving and it sustains us. It's the father star for us. So here is the thing. Your identity has been based on, your self-worth has been based on other people's opinions of you for far too long. You have been looking to other people and thinking, that's who I should be doing that, this is good, this is bad, and I just want to be this. But here is what is coming through, that you yourself are a star who can shine bright and give light to others and create your own solar system. Your own soul family can sustain you and you can be a part of that. And that is why this stage of your life, this is just so overwhelming, because I did not think that this is where this reading would go. But yes, your identity crisis has been really heavy for you and you do not understand what is wrong with you. But there is nothing wrong with you. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you, because there is no right path in this world. You can never say that this is right, this is wrong. Just because someone else or the previous generation has been doing it does not mean it is right, because the environment was different, people were different in that era, and then people change with time because time changes with them. There is no right answer, there is no set path, and this is where you are headed, to isolation, because you are now understanding your own self. You're understanding that all the things that you thought was just you, maybe you liked a few things, certain things, and you thought that you're weird to like it and you're the only one. But now you're understanding that there are a whole lot of people online who like those stuff, like, you know, dressing up like princesses, having crowns, maybe those kind of things. And your destiny is actually shifting, because this is the first card in the tarot deck, in the lineup, and it is going the right way. It is literally shifting. Your destiny, the wheel of your destiny is shifting to something good, and you are gaining so much energy and power. Like literally your solar plexus, because I can feel it here, your solar plexus is on the roll like this, and it is bringing so much energy to you. There is a lot of protection coming, there are so many opportunities, and most of all of this is happening in isolation, that it is not being seen to anyone else, so that nobody else's energies can actually hinder your progress, because you're doing this in isolation. And you do feel like you are left out in the cold, because that's how all of it has always been, because all your thoughts and interests and your qualities has always felt like a stranger's. You have felt like an outsider, and you have always punished yourself for it. You have literally punished yourself for it, when you could have just accepted yourself. Because when you accept yourself, when you do it, when you think there is nothing wrong with me, I'm going the right way, suddenly all the people who are just like you would start showing up. It's like sometimes when you change your mind, you wake up and suddenly your Instagram algorithm is totally different. And you're like, what did I unlock? And that is how it would happen. Suddenly, your isolation period would end, and suddenly people will arrive in your life who would feel like, wow, okay, in India, we feel like, we say, if you see a crow and if it is screaming on top of your building or your house, then a guest is coming, a welcome guest is gonna come. So there is a crow and there is a friend, see, and it's also Six of Cups. So your soul family is about to arrive, but before they can do that, you have to have your shit together. That is not the word. You have to have your self-confidence. Just enough. It's just enough to say, I'm worthy of love. I'm okay with being wrong. And I love myself. I accept myself. You do that, and suddenly the people like you who have been accepting you and loving you no matter what would show up. Like so soon. And it is gonna happen so soon. And that's why I feel like there should be another card. And I'm gonna choose another color this time. Aha! So this is a really good quote. I read it in a book. It was written by Madeline Urban and Abigail Rue, and it says it was an amazing book. It was a love story. Of course, one of the protagonists says to another one, "Of course, someone would have to be out of their mind not to come back to you. I walked through a blizzard to get here." So yes, that's how it is gonna go. Like, you're not gonna believe that someone or some people can actually like you that much, and it will feel like I don't deserve it, just for a little while, but it would go away. So yes, your identity, your self-identity is shifting because everything in your environment is pushing you to be different, to attract different, to become a new person. So that's all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. All the best. I love you and hope to see you in the next one.